What is up, YouTube? This is Dave from WTF Productions, and we got a deck profile from, what's your name?
My name is Dyna, Washington. I'm out here in Dallas, Texas, and I go to Epic Cards and Games in Traders Village.
Nice. And what deck is this again?
The deck that I ran, that I got top with, is Madolche's. It's Madolche Stun. I got 7-1-1 with the deck.
And 7-1-1 as in one draw?
Yeah, I got one draw with the 6 Samurai player. I had game, but I had a draw with 6 Samurai player.
Time is a bitch.
Yeah, and then Chaos Dragons was my loss, one of my losses.
You know, I remember a long time ago when time was 30 minutes.
yeah, now it's 40, and I still don't have enough time. I go into time a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta say, this Gachi needs to be banned.
Gotcha,
Seriously,
gotcha.
it does need to get banned unless you have skill drain.
Yeah, there's ways, tempo, all that stuff.
Okay, anyhow, next thing, let's go ahead and start with monsters.
Monsters, okay. These are the monsters that I ran for the Madolche Stun. Of course, you have the most broken card, 3 Madolche Mageliene. It's a Stratos that can search out a copy of herself. People don't know that. And when all Madolches are destroyed, they go back into the deck. So I ran 3 Madolche Mageliene.
No, I'm not gonna lie, but I have a bitch time when I play E-Heroes against that thing.
It has a pretty interesting matchup with heroes. I'll mention it in a little bit. I ran 2 Madolche Buttlereusk. This card lets you search for a field spell when you have a Madolche out, so you usually go for the Chateau, or you go for any other field spells that you might like, you know, hint. And that's it for the Madolche lineup. I only ran these 5, and I just used these to search for them and to search for him, and I kind of controlled the field from there.
Wow.
The other 2 monsters that I ran, was double Dyna and double Thunder King.
And so these are just meant for like meta decks.
Yeah, these are made for meta decks. Everybody knows Thunder King has broke this format, and Fossil Dyna was made for Chaos Dragons, windups, and any other decks that I was worried about. I was worried about agents, and I decided to go with these. These have been really good, especially with like the back row protection. It's real simple. It's just, you know, basic stun. I ran 2 Effect Vielers. This also helped with negating the monster effects, of course. Helped beat Injectors, which
wow, with Greg Abbey?
Yeah, I got him signed by Greg Abbey at Nats. Yes.
So did I. I got it at like the last minute.
Yeah, I barely fit in. This guy was being a douche and not letting me cut, but yeah, I got 2 Veilers. And then my last 2 monsters is Snowman Eater and Reaper. So Reaper helps with stall and helps me poke at cards when I clear their board. And Snowman Eater is self-explanatory. And that's it for the monster lineup. And next is the spells. I ran 2 Pot of Dualities. This helps with consistency. There's really not much else I can say about that. It's just broken. I also ran 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. I didn't want to run these. I was going to side them, but I decided to run them to help me with some of those decks that I might not be prepared for with heavy back row. I know GBs are getting really big.
I lost to GBs this morning just because he was like luck sacking and pulling God for no reason. Yeah,
I feel like my Madolche deck can out back row any deck, but I do have these in just in case. So I have those spells. I have 2 Forbidden Chalice and 2 Soul Takers.
Now the Forbidden Chalice, what's the reason behind them?
Forbidden Chalice is just also to help with monster negation. It's really simple. I also use it to stop the Ryukos and the Snowman Eaters that people set against me, especially Ryuko. They do Ryuko, pop my back row. I've used it against 6 Sams. I use it against Chaos Dragons. I've used it whenever I have to.
And so Soul Takers are basically over Smashing Ground?
I actually do run 1 random Smashing Ground. I can't even like explain to you why I'm running it. I don't want to run triple Soul Taker. I don't know why, but
it's that 1,000 difference.
Yeah, it's the 1,000 difference. I honestly wanted this to be kind of gadgety, where I could search for Madolche, pop your card, and keep doing it. Right. So it's kind of like the old school gadgets. I'm sure y'all know about that.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking of about these cards.
I also ran 1 Dark Hole staple. I didn't run any Heavy Storm, and I didn't run any Monster Reborn.
And is it because of the field spells that you use?
Yes, Madolche shuffled back into the deck, so I didn't need Monster Reborn. And I run so many back rows, I didn't want to play Heavy Storm. I didn't even side it. And the 2 field spells that I ran was Madolche Chateau. These shuffle the Madolches back in. They gain 500. And
what Madolche Chateau?
Madolche Chateau.
Just 1?
Just 1. I ran just 1.
The hell?
I ran 1 Madolche Chateau. I was running 2, but I decided to replace it with another spell card, that a field spell that people were suggesting to me, and I tried originally. The Seal of Orichalcos. Seal! So this is for AsianwitHAT. You know, he's a fan of the Seal of Orichalcos like me. I think that this card even though it's like not that great, it's really good. It's emphasis from Asian Persuasion, who top with counterphrase with the seal, and I'm really liking the card. So this is my other fill spell. So these are the only 2 fill spells I went for all day. And that's it for the spells. And last one, for the trap lineup, I ran 3 Compulses. I was gonna run 2, but Compulses just too good this format. That's the only trap I ran 3 of. 2 Mirror Force, 2 Warnings, 2 Torrentials. I didn't like Torrential because Torrential doesn't activate the Madolche effect. But
really? Why?
Yeah.
Is it because of the nuke?
Madolches only work if your opponent destroys them. So if you Dark Hole or Torrential, I have it right here. So if you Dark Hole or Torrential them, they don't get their monster effect. Yeah, it's when it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect or by battle. So I only Torrential and Dark Hole when I have to, like must needs. Sometimes I usually side one of these out, and I Dark Hole when I must. Those are some of the staple traps. I also ran 2 Deep Prison, 2 Bottomless, a Starlight Road, and a Solemn Judgment. Deep Prisons, I've hated this card notoriously forever, but this format, it is way too broken.
All I gotta say is Mirror Force is better.
I have 2 Mirror Forces in here too.
What?
They were right here. I don't know if you noticed.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even mention them. 2 Mirror Forces are right here. I run a lot of back row in this deck.
Back row hate, gotcha.
Yes, I was running 2 bribes for protection, but then I found out I really didn't need the bribes, and the Starlight Road was covering me. Starlight Road won me 2 games today. Bottomless is Bottomless. It's the nuts versus so many different things. If you know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you'll know this card is good. Solemn is Solemn, which completes the brigade, and I have my German Starlight Road for added protection. That's 40 cards in the main deck that I ran. I'll talk about my matchups as soon as I'm done. I'll try to hurry up and speed through this a little bit. It's for my extra deck. I'll go through it real fast. You don't really exceed a lot in this deck, so
it's just your deck is basically there to troll and piss off people.
It's basically to troll. People who start stalling me with Magicians and Snowman Eaters and Reapers. That's when I start going to Popular Operative. These are the 4s that I ran: Maestro, 2 Utopias, 1 German, Chaos Number, a Pearl, and a Fairy King. I think Fairy King's the worst one, but I do run him just in case I run into that monster I can't attack over. Those are the rank 4s. My 3s is Tim Tempo, number 17, Zen Mains, and Acid Golem. These are all self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure we can agree these are the best 3s, besides maybe Levier and maybe something that I'm missing.
You can't even use Levier.
Yeah, Levier's no use in this deck, so I have no reason to run Levier. Zen Mains is good. The only reason I have these 3s is for the Snowman Eater and the Reaper, and that is the only 3s that I run. And there are times, rarely, when I would go into this, and this is for if they're stalling me with Zen Mains.
Not Zen mains, but
I mean,
gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha too.
They get you.
Yeah, gotcha. I've used it on gotcha a lot, and the fact that it's a quick effect is really good.
Get you, gotcha.
I ran a couple, I ran a couple of synchros because I run Valor. I ran a Catastor. It's very badly damaged. I got it for $1.
Oh, too bad. It's a good thing that you don't need to play it and shuffle.
Yeah, it's no effect. I got 1 ally, just a Catastor, a Gaia Knight for whenever I take a level 5, and I have a Stardust Dragon. For the Starlight Road. And the last extra deck card is a Chimera Fortress for my Cyber Dragons and my side. I'm about to show them to you in a little bit. I wish I'd have ran double Chimera Fortress, but honestly, I never got the card off anyway, so it didn't really matter. And last but not least is my side deck. I'll go through it very quickly because it's all self-explanatory. I ran 2 Gemini Imps, double DD Crow, double Cyber Dragon, double Electric Virus. These are my monsters that I ran. These are purely for Rabbit. I think Rabbit, if they open a first turn Legia with decent back row, I lose.
Or you're playing me and I basically play with the troll deck.
Yeah, basically if you're still living in the past and you're playing Rabbit and you just want to be good, like you're trying to be good, these are for Rabbit. These are for any machine deck. I don't have to list Machina, Gadgets, anything above. These are for Dark Worlds.
And then this one is for anything that removes.
This is for Insectors or any Grave Reliant deck.
Oh, okay.
I actually sided this round 5 versus it was like an empty jar removal deck.
What in the world?
And he actually flipped this up, and I flipped I pitched Imps to negate his Morphine Jar. He was very, very salty about that. There's another guy that's from around here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Empty Jar is surviving today. Guys, Konami, please ban Morphine Jar.
Yes. Ban Morphine Jar. Do something
ban
with the Eclipse. This is why those players don't succeed, those decks. I hate those decks. As for my only 2 spells, I ran 2 Nobleman of Crossouts. These are to help with originally they were for Geargia and Ryou, but I also found me citing it for windups because they would just stall behind Magician. I used it to hit a lot of cards that were stalling me. I hit a Sangan with this today, and then that's about it. I sided 2 Magic Drains, 2 Fiendish Chain, and the 3rd D Prison. The reason for Magic Drain was for Dark Worlds and Heroes, because they lose to this card if you use it at the right time when they Miracle or when they Spark. They don't get the plus.
Any thoughts about the deck, like what you could have done for the deck itself?
As far as making the deck better, I honestly, Fiendish Chain was amazing in the side deck. I sided in every single game. I honestly wish I would have sided it. I would have just mained it and taken out something else for it, but I probably didn't have room. Maybe I could have ran 42 or 41. I don't know.
What is the main deck right now? Is it
40? It's 40.
40.
It's
okay.
40.
41.
It's 15 traps in. I think 13 spells, 12 magics. Okay. I usually don't keep up with that, but I know.
And what were some things that you were talking about in the situations that you had?
Dark Worlds. I played Dark Worlds. I played Heroes. Then I played 2 windups, 3 Chaos Dragons. My last 3 rounds were Chaos Dragons.
Holy crap.
Round 7, 8, and 9 was Chaos Dragons. I played an Empty Jar removal deck with DD Dynamites and Needleworms.
I'm jelly because I wish I played Chaos Dragons and kicked their fucking ass.
Yeah, Chaos Dragons are broke. Hopefully they like slow down a little bit, but I guess they won't now.
Never again.
Yeah, and my final record was 7-1-1. I lost to 6 Sams, I drew with 6 Sams, I lost to Chaos Dragons, and that's basically what happened. I was really nervous before this regional because I didn't know how I would do. Credit goes out to Alexander Thomas, who topped with Madolches in the first place. I added you on Facebook, I'm really proud of you. And Asian Persuasion for Counter Fairies. This is a format where you could run original decks. I will not be running this anymore. I'm going to run I guess I can't say, I always tell people, but I really want to run Prophecies or Atlantean Mermaids. We all know that deck is broken. So,
guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I actually agree with this guy. Whatever the fuck that Mermail Atlantean deck is actually holding behind its wall, I swear to you, I really do think I don't even know what I could actually do to that fucking Mermail deck. Back to him.
Yeah, the deck is really broken, and I think that it's gonna have a lot of like exclusives that's gonna really make it good. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Abyss Rising is gonna be great. Cosmo Blazar, whatever, is gonna be amazing. And I appreciate your time, AsianwitHAT. I have a YouTube channel called I'm going blank. D-Nasty Karibo. It's D and Nasty Karibo 7727. I haven't uploaded videos on it for a while, but that is my channel. You can go check it out. I'll upload this again, and I'll try to upload more things. I've been so busy this format with work and school and everything.
Hey, it's understandable. Look at me. Airsoft, Yu-Gi-Oh, school.
Yeah, everybody has the things that they have to do. So I do appreciate this opportunity, AsianwitHAT. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, and here's my Karibo right here. Yeah, that's my baby. Watch out. Karibo deck coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, well, this is Dan from WTF Productions, and we'll see you guys in the next video.